I'm Wrecker Rick and you're watching Murphy's Diesel. It is a beautiful morning here in northern Arizona. The monsoons are starting to kick in already. That's a good sign for an off-road towing company. Right now, we actually have a recovery. We've got a Toyota Prius and this thing is buried. Me and Mrs. Wrecker Rick are loaded up in the one and only Big Booty Judy and we're headed out to get this Prius out. The boys are working on the 6x6 today because we have an event coming up. We've got the Tread Expo in Utah. DB and De Niro are working on the 6x6, getting ready for the Tread Expo. We got to get some skid plates on it. We got to get some winch controls. They're also just getting it ready because monsoon season's here, and you know what that means. Off-road semis, and that's what we built that truck for. Stand by, folks.
In case you didn't know, Wrecker Rick is giving my truck away, Big Booty Judy. She's a 2024 Ram 3500. The only reason that I'm not mad is because he bought me a brand new mega cab, because I have a mess of kids and I needed the extra space. However, don't let that ruin how you feel about Big Booty Judy. She has 22-inch rims wrapped with 37-inch Toyos with spikes. To top it off, it has a Carly mid-travel suspension. I know that she's dirty, but she's a working girl and she cleans up real nice. Big Booty Judy has everything that you need in a truck. She's fully loaded and practically brand new. We just sweetened the deal, folks. For the next 6 days, we're also giving away a Warrior Winch Gladiator. This thing is rated at 12,500 pounds. We have Warrior winches on everything. If you don't know who they are, they're the best. Babe, don't you think that shirt is wildly inappropriate?
Get your mind out of the gutter, babe. I heart snatch blocks. We got new merch, folks, and this ain't the only new t-shirt we got. Show them your t-shirt, babe.
Don't miss your chance to enter to win Big Booty Judy and this Warrior winch. Go get yourself some new merch at murphysdieselstore.com. The easiest way to get entered to win Big Booty Judy is to go to murphysdieselstore.com.
Move over, folks. It's the law. We are on the road. So I stopped by Ash Fork to check on DB and De Niro. It's 10 o'clock in the morning and they are absolutely doing nothing. We also just picked up another off-road recovery in the area we're going to. So monsoon season is upon us, I believe. I don't want to jinx us by saying it's not and then we don't get a drop of rain for the next 3 months because this is Arizona. We got an F-250 four-wheel drive and this thing is buried. We're gonna grab that as soon as we get this Prius out and then I'm gonna have to go back to the shop and get to work on the 6x6. Fun fact for y'all, I used to cowboy on a ranch right over there. It's about 25 miles to the south as the crow flies. It's called the ROs. It's 257,000 acres, folks. That's deeded land. That's a lot of acreage. And it was part of the Baca float previously, before it became the ROs. And the Baca float ran all the way down into Mexico. That's quite the spread, huh? The Remuda was 120 head of horses. What that is those are working horses. That's your ranch horses. I also used to take care of their predator problem. They used to call me Predator Terminator Rick. Terminator Rick for short. Exterminator Rick. Predator Exterminator Rick. They used to call me Predator Control Rick, aka the Terminator. Just kidding, they never called me the Terminator, I just thought it sounded really cool. the Pregnator. I do have 5 daughters. They used to call me the Pregnator Rick. To get to this Prius, it's about 75 miles of I-40 driving. We'll get the Prius out, then we're gonna turn around, deadhead back about 35 miles down I-40. Then we got about 10 miles of dirt road to drive. I'm not sure how many miles of dirt road we got for the Prius. I'll bet you this Prius is in a real bad spot. We have so many cars in our yard, we should start using the car that they call us to recover. Like if we go on a Prius recovery, we should take a Prius.
But then you gotta turn a bunch of vehicles into off-road.
No, we don't have to. Like, I mean, we could do some small things like to the Prius, like throw some 35s on it, whip up some more horsepower.
35s on a Prius.
They'll fit with a Sawzall.
It's like putting makeup on a donkey. Like, yeah.
It's like putting lipstick on a pig. It's like polishing a turd.
No, let's just use, it's what we built. How old are we for? I mean, if you want to, like, you know, make it any easier, get Black Betty back. Did you fix the four-wheel drive Black Betty?
Yeah, but then I tore the drive shaft out of the front of it in the parking lot. Apparently front digs don't work on asphalt, folks. It literally just all fell out on the ground.
Whose fault is it? What do you mean?
Testing components?
Testing components? Is that what you call the drive shaft falling out?
Literally broke both front and rear.
How?
Have you guys ever seen that before? U-joints on both ends of it? We just put a new MP205 with the crawl box in Black Betty, triple stick. I don't advise doing a front dig on asphalt. But we are getting a new drive shaft built as we speak.
Then we wouldn't have to trailer Hellboy everywhere, like 90 miles to get a Prius. Black Betty's capable of recovering that Prius. We could have just loaded up in Black Betty this morning. And Black Betty would have been able to get the F-250 that's south of Anvil Rock too if we had Black Betty. So,
or if my old pal Casey Liddell would just cough up that second gen world's most okayest wrecker, then we wouldn't have to go through all this.
Is it for sale?
No, he won't sell it to me.
Oh, come on, Casey. We need to make another trip to Oregon to come see you and the family and bring our family this time. As long as Casey's okay with the fact that we all know Wrecker Rick won't leave it the world's most okayest off-road wrecker. He'll have to throw like 85-inch monster truck tires on it and go balls to the wall with all the extra modifications.
I've got a fever, and the only prescription is bigger, more capable off-road wreckers that can't drive down the highway. They have to ride on a trailer. Completely unnecessary off-road wreckers. Stand by, folks, we're almost there. Update, folks. I thought it was on the east side of Kingman. It's actually on the northwest side of Kingman. Damn near to Las Vegas. Can you believe that? Well, I'll tell you what. No good deed goes unpunished. How do I get myself into these things? To me, Kingman's not that desirable, but coming into Kingman, about 20 miles before Kingman, lots of granite rock and big rugged mountains. Be a nice place for an off-road park. You want to build an off-road park, babe?
No. Okay, I said no.
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 Okay. Well, it looks like we're building an off-road park, folks. Stand by. Old Detroit might be enjoying the ride, but I'm sure not. This road is a major piece of over here in Kingman. And for all you super truckers out there having a problem with me driving in the hammer lane, I'm not gonna run in the slow lane and just get the beat out of my wife, because Arizona can't get their together and get these roads fixed over here by Kingman. I don't think they realize that they cost everybody on I-40 money, because trucks aren't taking I-40 as much as they used to because they don't want to drive through Kingman, Arizona. Literally causing I-40 ecosystem money in multiple states, because these guys won't run 40, they'll just drop down to the 10. They'd rather drive a few more miles than destroy their trucks on these roads. But what do I know? I'm just a dumbass tow truck driver. I think it's high time I put my name in the hat for the Arizona governor.
Stop.
What?
Knock it off.
What?
We don't have time for that.
We'll just quit doing everything else. I'll just be the governor.
Did you hear that, YouTube? No more YouTube.
I'll YouTube the whole thing. Come on, guys.
$29.99 a month, though, for that subscription for that side of YouTube.
Yeah, you'll have to pay for that subscription because I'm a politician now. They call me Politician Rick. Oh, snap. You don't know what that was?
It was Oshkosh, obviously.
You don't know which one, though?
No, one with a trailer.
It's the one you just bought in Georgia. Without a trailer, obviously.
Huh.
And with one more axle.
Looks nothing like it.
Well, yeah, because the one in Georgia that you bought is wrecked and in pieces. That'll be a video coming real soon, folks. We've got to go all the way to Georgia to get this 10x10 Oshkosh. It's in pieces and it's wrecked. And it's gonna be the new world's largest off-road wrecker. Unbelievable. They used to call me 10x10 Rick. They used to call me Oshkosh Rick. Maybe. Well, we'll see how it goes. We've got to go to Georgia to pick this thing up. That's a story for another time, though, folks. Look for that video coming in the near future. I'm sorry I had to do that to your guys' brand new, beloved Big Booty Judy. But it's for a good cause, folks. I promise I won't be taking it down too many more rough roads.
It's supposed to be somewhere right here.
Till the giveaway.
So we should have probably pulled in there and unloaded.
Well, we've made it. We're getting ready to unload. Stand by. It's a Prius, and it is not going to get Western. This will be the one that gets Western. That looks like a Prius, and it looks like it's stuck.
The guy said a quarter of a mile down a dirt road. Well, sandy road. That's not a quarter of a mile. It's like 100 foot, not even.
Oh, I see what's going on. He has two Priuses, and that's him, and he's waiting for us to lead us in. I was going to say, I kind of wish that it was sitting right here, yeah.
No way that's the recovery, and he already drove it out and didn't give us a heads up.
Let's go find out what the deal is, folks. Things are getting fishy. Not Western, fishy. I think I'm going to give old Detroit a little treat here. I've been stuffing my fat face with jerky for the last hour and a half. Come here, fella. Ooh, you want some of that? Now gentle. Look how nice he is. So gentle. What do you got?
Okay, about a quarter of a mile. I've got a son and his girlfriend, and they don't know what happened, but they took this road, and then they decided it wasn't going anywhere, so they turned off on a dirt road down there that's actually like an old creek bed or wash.
Okay.
They drove in about 75 yards or whatever, and it started getting weird. So I think they were trying to turn it. So I think they were thinking they were going back to the freeway, and it got a little deeper in the sand, and then they spent all the juice trying to get it out. They took the covers off of the upholstery, tried to put it under the wheel.
Oh no.
Tried to dig the wheel out. I said, just leave it the freak alone.
That's all right. We got jumper cables. We got a truck. Grab my jumper cables that I keep in Big Booty Judy's little hidden compartments under the flipboard. Can you run jumper cables off the batteries on the trailer? You want to do it?
If the battery's got juice in on the trailer. Jumper Eagles. You're a genius, Mrs. Wrecker Rick.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
You ready to go, Detroit?
I don't think he's ever ridden inside a Hellboy, huh?
I don't know. I got my dog. I got Mrs. Wrecker Rick. What more can a man ask for? The always classy Mrs. Wrecker Rick and the world's largest off-road wrecker. We've got HB unloaded. We're hitting the dirt road now, folks. Stand by. What I'm thinking is I'm going to build something to compete with the world's most okayest wrecker. Something to compete with Casey Liddell's little second gen. What I'm thinking is going to be 64 Power Wagon crew cab. I've got to have a crew cab. They used to call me Crew Cab Rick. I just don't like riding 3D, too confining. So I'm thinking 64 Power Wagon crew cab, completely restored, 41-inch tires, not too crazy on the suspension, something real solid, something versatile. And then I'm thinking 6.7 Cummins or a 5.9, one of the two. 6-speed manual transmission, and I'm thinking same bed that I got on HB here. Dual line, build a side puller setup like I got. Nice little setup, you know, AC, heat for the always classy Mrs. Wrecker Rick. She likes her AC. Some nice leather seats, something real nice. I'm thinking that's going to be our next build, folks. Somewhere we don't have to trailer our truck everywhere we go, but something still same caliber as HB, as in on the cool scale, you know. Down there?
I'm assuming that's what it looks like.
How'd they get a Prius down there?
Are the keys with it, or do you have the keys?
He's getting us the keys right now.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Awesome.
Let's down this sandy wash, and don't let the camera fool you. You definitely shouldn't be taking a Prius down here.
Boy, wouldn't it be something if we flash flooded while we were out here?
Wouldn't it be something if HB just got buried out here and a Prius went through it?
Wondering, do we need to air down? Because you aired HB's tires up the other day. Remember that?
I don't think so. I don't think we'll be locking HB in today, babe. It's a Prius, but I mean, they are carving some ruts in here. I'll tell you that. This Prius was carving in like 6-inch ruts. That's pretty cool. Stand by, folks. We're almost there. You smell that, babe?
Smell what?
The desert. Can you smell the desert?
Okay, because I was thinking something way different. Yes, I can smell the desert and the coming rain season.
So if you look out there, you'll see those little green trees. Those are greasewood trees. And when it rains down here in the desert, it puts out a real haunting aroma. I like it. I like coming down to the desert, smell the greasewood. So does Detroit. Well, I'll tell you what, they're pretty lucky flash flood didn't come rolling down through here this time of year. You gotta watch it. So the clouds will be building up like up there, dumping a bunch of rain up there. That's where the flash floods come from, up on that ridge, and they wash down. So right now, I mean, we could be standing in a flash flood zone. Well, we are standing in a flash flood zone. In any minute, a flash flood could come down through here. You gotta be real careful this time of year in the desert.
It's dead.
Wonder if they drag race this thing. They probably don't win a lot. It's clear that they off-road this thing, so I just kind of wonder if they're drag racing it on the side.
He's peeing on stuff. What
He's a menace.
There?
He's a menace.
Well,
Detroit
tell him
is
to
a
get back in
menace,
there.
folks. He's hiked his leg and peed on 4 of our employees. One of them, 2 accounts.
And one employee's wife.
And 1 employee's wife. That dog is a menace. I'm not even kidding.
He is not a gentleman. And so we're bringing him with us more lately to see if we can teach him some manners, you know?
You need to spend a little bit more time with the men. You need a little bit more man time.
All right.
Bro, get out of the car. Yeah, get out. I told you, he's a menace.
It's because he can actually get inside that car. He can't get inside any of our other trucks. They're too tall, and he hasn't learned how to jump yet.
Detroit! This thing is dead, folks. And HB, I just don't think has the balls to drag this out by itself, so we're gonna jump it.
Thank you. I hadn't laughed like that in a long time.
How you jump a Prius is right here in this fuse box. You open this little chingazo, hook your red terminal on that baby, and then your black is just gonna go to a ground. Who wrapped these up? Now we'll pull HB up here and get her fired off. It's natural, babe. Come on. I hope HB doesn't catch something being hooked to a Prius. Got some keys. They were using this for traction. Desperate times call for desperate measures, folks. Surprised they didn't put this under the wheels to get traction. How do you know when it started?
That way.
Ooh, I think we're live. Ooh, you hear those ponies, babe? So you gotta be really careful pulling cars backwards. They tend to want to rip this front bumper off. The front bumper catches dirt and they'll pull it off. We're gonna go ahead and pull it backwards. I'm gonna be real careful as I'm pulling it backwards to clear the dirt out. I'd like to just pull it right up that way, right there. And then we can go out that way. I'll have Mrs. Wrecker Rick drive HB out. I'll drive the Prius out. You're welcome, babe. Yes. That's how you know I love you, babe, because I'm not making you drive the Prius. See, this is a greasewood tree. I'm gonna throw a little side pooler on her. A little side pooler action today, folks. They used to call me Repeller Rick. Throw my Bailey's wheel sling on there. It's coated with urethane, so the sharp edges of the rim don't cut the fibers. Pretty slick, huh? Well, as I'm pulling it backwards, I'm gonna inspect the front bumper, make sure I'm not dragging the bumper off. Turn the wheels just a little bit. Pretty sure this is dead.
Again?
Yeah, it is. That's why it's just dragging. Well, it's dead again, folks. What a pile of Prius. For some reason it died.
Maybe it is out of gas.
now what we're gonna do is we're going to pull HB up just a little bit, and we're gonna grab it by the front, turning it around, and then we're gonna go out that way. We'll jump it before we go back out. Right now I'm just gonna drag it. It's not hurting anything. I'm just gonna square it up, then I'll jump it because it keeps dying. I'm not gonna sit here and jump this pile of Prius all day long, so stand by. Okay, straighten your back out. That's good. Get a little up pull on it so it doesn't plow sand. Started plowing sand because it's further away, but we drag it up over the bank, and now it'll just drive out. We're on flat ground right here, out of the ruts. The sand is wet now. When they come in here, I'd imagine it was dry. So hopefully this thing's just gonna drive right out. Stand by. I need to jump start it, and my wheel sling is stuck in here in between the caliper. So I'm gonna actually pull it forward out of this little rut anyway, right here. So hopefully we could kill two birds with one stone by parking HB right there. I can jump it and pull it forward. How about this weather, huh, babe?
So humid. It wasn't humid this morning at home. What are we, like 150 miles from home, or?
We're about 150 miles from home. Old trusty wheel slings, never leave home without them.
Maybe make sure everything's turned off. I don't know.
I did already. Yeah. It's got a quarter tank. One difficult thing about recovering like cars like this is there's no winch points. You have to winch off the wheels because everything has plastic all the way around it for aerodynamics. So when you're winching by the wheels, you really can't pull these down. I mean, you can, but they slide sideways and all funky and stuff when you're trying to drag it out. You might see that today if it won't get out under its own power. Now we got it off of the caliper, so it's not stuck anymore. That wheel sling in between that caliper won't let the car go. It's so tight that this wheel will actually drag back here. I'm gonna go get in the car and I'm gonna pull it forward. If you could watch this right here, babe, make sure I don't get into sheet metal. I'm gonna pull on it with my winch as I drive it forward. Well, I think we're in for a long day. I don't think this thing's gonna come out very easily. If I could get it rolling, you know. It's high centered already, and we're out of the ruts. All right, let's see what we could do. Stand by, folks. Still running? I think it just died.
I'll follow you. You can get a run at her.
Let's rock it. like that, folks? What a pile of Prius. How do you pop the trunk on these babies, babe?
How would I know?
You're not a Prius type of girl?
I'm not. It's a button.
That's why you bring the women along with you, folks. They're geniuses. I'm looking for the... It's a little chingadera, this right here. So I can screw it into the front. So see this, folks? This screws into the front bumper. Now, this is not for recovery purposes. What we're going to do is we're going to get it unstuck, and then we're going to use it just to give it a ever slight little tension on it on the way out. Because once I get some momentum, I think I can drive it. I'll have Mrs. Wrecker Rick pull me by this. I mean, this barely just screws into sheet metal, so it's not a good place to... Get out of the car! Detroit, get out! Get Detroit! A menace, I tell you. Stand by, folks. See, if I think I get right there, it's a lot harder. Sandy little soft spot right there where we're at. Time to get the old kinetic out. Detroit, get out of there, hey! Detroit don't give a damn. I know what y'all are thinking, Rick, that kinetic is huge. I would say it's average, really. The reason I'm using such a big kinetic rope is this is the kinetic that HB uses. You base it on the recovery vehicle, not the recovered. I actually don't have a smaller one, so. I mean, I believe we could probably afford to drop down a few sizes for this gigantic job we're doing right now, but I don't have a smaller one, so. We usually don't recover. Detroit, bro.
There's other shady spots.
Yeah, go find a tree. Just watch my hand signals, babe. Where's our set comms? All right, nice and easy, babe, because there's not a lot of holding that, so you don't want to yank me. All right, folks, stand by. Detroit, get out. We're cooking with gas now. Or should I say electric? I'm not sure what mode it's in. I'm gonna say we're cooking with diesel because that's what we're using to get us out of here. What are you doing, buddy? Boy, we nailed that one like a split hog, folks. We're headed back up to the cooler country to get this F-250. Stand by. Get out of this hot old desert. You just gotta be really careful about pulling off of those points because you can rip the whole front of the car off. Ask me how I know. I've had to jump it about 5 times.
Oh, you already got it running?
Yeah, we had to have it running to get it out.
Awesome, dude. Okay, so...
How much is the damage here?
40 work?
40 back? Okay. Thank you, brother.
Yeah, you bet.
All right.
Appreciate your help.
Yes, ma'am, you bet.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you guys take it easy.
Let me just tell you, Murphy's is great.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you.
We
Have a good
appreciate it.
one.
Thank you.
Ready?
Yeah, we're on to the next one, so.
Okay.
Good?
These are in the car?
Yes, sir.
Yes, they're in the cup holder.
Thank you.
Thank
You
you.
bet. Not the response I was looking for, but he was expecting it. He must watch our channel. Usually they're like, what's this for? It's a tip. Never got a tip before? No, I tip you.
We'll split the back with it.
Oh.
That's
Thank you. That's your tip.
Oh no, that's your tip.
Okay. That's your brother.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. We appreciate the call.
Murphy's awesome.
Thank you.
See ya. How's it going?
Thank you.
The folks at Kingman are my people. Let me just say that. A lot of people in Kingman really appreciate this trip. Let's just say the folks at Kingman dabble on the side of redneck a little bit. They speak my language. Long hair, scruffy beard, lots of tattoos. A little rough around the edges, folks. I still got all my teeth though. We're on the road to rescue the F-250. Stand by, folks. Babe, it's hot out here. Go get in the truck. I'll just be out here in the heat, strapping this thing down. Like a f***ing man. Sorry for the language, folks. I'm just proud to be a man.
Me too.
You're proud to be a man?
I'm proud that you're proud to be a man. Whatever. Ditto.
You're proud to be married to a man?
Yeah.
Why don't you try saying that?
I'm proud to be married to a man.
You're married?
Yeah, he put a ring on it.
Dang, folks, I've been with a married woman all these years. He sure is a lucky guy. The F-250 canceled, folks, so we got to make it home at a decent hour for a change. Stay classy, folks.